Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Hey guys, it's Filthy and I'm back with another video. So great news guys, Season 20 details have been announced. PTR is going to start in 6 days time, so the 6th of February, so on Thursday, we get some new stuff to play with. So we've got a new season theme and we've got 3 new sets, so we've got a few bits to go through, which is obviously going to be pretty interesting. So what we'll do is we'll just go through this, I'll pick out the main points and we'll have a chat about them. I will link this blog post in the description, so if you want to read it yourself, please do so. I'll just be going over the main points and discussing them, as I normally do when we do these things. But before we jump into it, if you are new around here, please do subscribe, and as always guys, a thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. So, 268 PTR will be 2 weeks, that's great news. We need more time to test things, particularly as we're going to have 3 new sets, so that's quite interesting. We get the usual stuff, increased legendaries, extra blood shards, that's absolutely fine. PTR goals, this is normal, tips is normal, and this is the juice, the patch notes. So, Infernal Machine's organs now subject to vacuum pickup, that doesn't really matter. This is a good one. Crafting plans from bounty caches are now guaranteed to drop unless all plans have been learned. So that is presumably like a buff to Crimson's. Obviously it's annoying trying to find that, so that looks pretty good. So hopefully we're not going to be having to do multiple runs. They should just run in order and drop. But obviously the main thing that we've got is the season theme, and this is the Season of the Forbidden Archives. Now what this basically does is it unlocks Kanai's cube. So normally speaking you pick 1 weapon power, 1 armor power and 1 jewelry power, but the season theme is that restriction is completely removed, so you can have 3 armor powers, 3 weapon powers or 3 jewelry powers, or any combination. Now that is a really cool season theme that's going to open up loads of unique build possibilities for the season. Obviously normally speaking it's just 1 from each section, so you can stack different weapons on top of each other, you know, 3 armor, 3 jewelry, mix and match. It does sound really interesting. So it says items not self-additive or multiplicative, so you can't just stick the same thing in all 3 slots. You can't have triple Trugul's Corroded Fang or something like that, so that makes sense. But other than that you should be able to mix and match. Now just off the top of my head, Necro obviously does have some pretty juicy weapon multipliers, so that's going to be quite interesting. You're going to be able to stack an extra multiplier essentially just by dumping your armor piece, so that's going to be pretty good. Now once season's ended, you just basically get your Kanai's cube reset, so I presume that if you brand new start the game that might be a problem, but for most of us who've been playing for a while it doesn't really matter, it just goes back to normal off season basically. So what they've said is they want to continue to be creative and a little crazy, and the season theme I think is going to be pretty good, because this is going to mix up. This is exactly what I want for a season theme, because it means that for season 20 we're going to get a load of builds that will not function off season, and they won't function in season 21, and that's what I want. I want unique things. I want each season to be individual, creative, and yeah, this is definitely a step in the right direction. I was really surprised with this. I didn't think they'd mess around with the cube, and I'm absolutely delighted that they have done so. Season theme, yeah, A+, really like it. Absolutely can't wait to test it out on Thursday. So in terms of classes, we have animation cancelling for Heaven's Fury has gone, so that's fine. We kind of knew that was coming. We've got 3 new classes. Bazooka has been nerfed, and Mantle of Channeling, there's a couple of other item changes exactly the same as this, but let's just jump into the new classes. Barb gets the Horde of the 90 Savages. That sounds really cool. The whole set looks really good as well. So it's going to work around Frenzy and Threatening Shout. So 2-piece, double the effectiveness of all shouts. Feared enemies take double damage. You obviously want to get your fear off, definitely. That's cool because obviously Echoing Fury might be able to be worked in there for some speed. Now 4-piece, each stack of Frenzy reduces damage by 5%. Frenzy will stack up to 10 times with the Bastions Revered, so that is a 50% damage reduction. Now you get 1000% damage per stack on Frenzy, so that's nice. The Undisputed Champion Belt now also gets a multiplier in it, as well as we're getting every rune on Frenzy, so that's nice. Frenzy builds were a thing quite a while ago and very popular, but this is an interesting bit. Bastions Revered also now hits an additional time, and the additional hits will chain enemies within 15 yards. Damage is split between all affected enemies. So this is basically a melee area of effect build, because everything within 15 yards is going to be affected. So you're going to smack away with frenzy really quickly, shout, scream at the baddies, at the monsters, and absolutely melt them. So that sounds really good. Really excited to test that one. Witch Doctor gets Mundugu's Regalia. So this has got a big bad voodoo on the 2-piece, now lasts twice as long. We're going to get 50% damage reduction for 30 seconds when entering the spirit realm. And the 6-piece Spirit Barrage damage is increased equal to 50 times the mana regen per second. Now this is obviously going to be a Spirit Barrage damage based build. This is an interesting mechanic, 50 times your mana regeneration per second. We don't often see this type of thing, so this is interesting, new, different. So you're going to want to stack mana regeneration, and then that will give you extra damage. Interesting. So the Barber, which is the ceremonial knife for Spirit Barrage, has also had its damage roughly doubled, so that's quite cool. And then Gazing Demise, which again is an offhand that goes with Spirit Barrage. We're basically getting more damage on that, and we also get an increased attack rate from the Manitou Spectres. So Spirit Barrage, Big Daddy Den will be the guy to test this, I'm sure, but it looks like a Spirit Barrage set. Spirit Barrage is a cool playstyle, so I'm quite happy with that. That sounds pretty good and interesting. Wizard also sounds really cool. This is a Hydra set. So this is a Typhon's Veil, the Typhon's Veil. 2-piece, we get extra Hydras or extra Hydra heads and double the duration, so that's pretty nice. So that will be, I think, is it 5 heads on the Hydra with this extra 2? Not sure, but we're going to get 8% damage reduction for each Hydra head alive, so that's pretty cool. 8% damage reduction per head, that's pretty nice. And then the 6-piece, Hydras deal 1000% damage for each Hydra head alive, so pretty big multiplier. The Serpent Spark Wand has also had its, you normally get 1 extra Hydra with this. We're going to actually also get a 600% damage increase, that's pretty good. And then all Hydras now are going to cast Frost Nova and deal extra 600%, provided you have the Magistrate's Wizard hat on. So obviously that's going to be mandatory, but Hydra build is really good. It's kind of like a pet based build for the Wizard. I used to use Hydra quite a lot a few years ago. It's a really good skill. I do like it. I'm really pleased with this. This sounds quite a lot of fun. So it'll be a little bit like sentries on the Demon Hunter. You're going to stick your Hydras down and then try and avoid damage, I guess. So that's pretty nice. Now, Edge Sigil and Death Wish, the effects only occur after 1 second of channeling. I'm guessing this is a bazooka nerf, just to try and get rid of it, so you're not going to be able to time things quite as accurately. So if you've got this 1 delay second channeling, that presumably is the end of bazooka. Now they've said that there are some bugs that they're looking to fix, so a couple of rune issues and stuff like that. Nothing really too much. And then that pretty much is it, because it just tells you how to do the PTR. So 3 new sets. What do you reckon, guys? Do these sound fun? Which one would you like me to test first? Which one are you most excited for? Is it Barb with the 90 Savages Frenzy Smashing build? Is it the Witch Doctor with the Spirit Barrage set? Or is it the Wizard with the Hydras? Which one do you reckon is going to be best? Now, the theme I think is really cool. As I said, I'm really excited. There's going to be an absolute stack of builds. I mean, any build in this game is going to be shaken up by this season theme, and there's going to be so much to test. 2 weeks is probably not going to be enough, but there's so much to get through. But really looking forward to it, really excited, absolutely pumped for season 20, absolutely pumped for the PTR. 3 sets to test and a few item changes, so I think this is pretty good. This is probably about as good as I would have expected. So as I say, let me know in the comments, what do you reckon? Are you happy with this? Do you think it's good? Are you excited? Let me know. As always, guys, I've been the Filthy Casual, and I'll catch you very soon, hopefully next week, with some more PTR footage and build testing. Brilliant. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Peace.